Yo, what is up, people? Um, I do not want to be on here real long, but I want to talk about this real quick. I want to give a shout out to General Tito. He talked about those refugees from Afghanistan. I actually been called this out on a few previous videos. Really, the concept, but I already know what this gonna be about. I try to make a comment on General Tito's video, but I think he got deleted. I try to look for it. I can't find it nowhere. I think YouTube deleted my comment. But I called out the fact that they're bringing these refugees in as a buffer class. They're going to become a buffer class. They're going to get them to join the Miracle Whip power structure, the white power structure. More soldiers, more numbers to add to their power structure. Because I called out the fact that, on one of my previous videos, watch when these cats come here, like I mentioned in my video when I called out this particular female of Victoria Wu talking about black people are lazy and this, that, and the third. That's why they don't want to join these little tech jobs and shit. She was talking real greasy about black society. I also called out the fact that, a lot of these immigrants, especially if they don't know history and shit, they come down here, they try to get they try to become part of this power structure, and then they start looking at us at the lens of this so-called colonizer, start talking greasy about us. And this is what I was talking about. Like, give this a few years. These people, they're gonna start looking at us, viewing us through the rose glasses of the colonizer, the quote unquote Mr. Clean, Uncle Charlie and Aunt Sally. Because these people, they're not gonna be around us. They're gonna either be around themselves or they're gonna try to be around other white folk. And then once that happens, the so-called dominant society, they gonna program them with a bunch of anti-black propaganda. Many of them are gonna fall for the okey doke. And people was calling this out like months ago, back when this whole quote unquote stop Asian hate propaganda was going. A lot of people were talking about how they're trying to get the Asians to be the buffer class. They're trying to get them classified, trying to get them part of the power structure. And a lot of people was calling out how the Hispanics gonna be next. They sort of already got some of these fair skinned Hispanics on on board. I refuse to call them white Latinos because they're not white. You let a true white supremacist say them dudes ain't one of us. These people ain't one of us. They ain't white. I just call them fair skinned Hispanics. They gonna use the Hispanics next talking about that they being attacked in this black society attacking them. Then they're gonna do the Arab next. They're gonna try to get the so-called Middle Eastern on board as well. People are talking about how this end times where everybody gonna go against us, particularly here in America. I can sort of see it because these folks are getting desperate, man. Their numbers are going down. They trying to get their numbers up best way they can to keep their power structure alive. This is really what this is about. It's about trying to maintain a power structure. The Asians, many of them are on board, and then Afghans, they're Asian because Afghanistan is in Asia. So it won't take long for them to get on board when it comes to whiteness. It's just more enemies that we got to deal with because somebody might look at this video and talk about, oh, this guy's pro-black and stuff. No, I'm not pro-black, not Hotep. I'm just keeping it, but I'm calling it how I see. I mean, I'm still a black man that's living in this country. I still gotta live in this country, so I gotta call shit out. Cut. It'll affect me. This just like it'll affect some of you brothers who watching this video, especially if you living in this country. At least for now, temporarily. I really do see the bullshit. I already know what's gonna happen. Again, shout out to Jaron Tito. He called us out on one of his videos. And I understand why people would say this, that, you gotta know your history. If you don't know your history, you doomed to repeat it. Cause some of these cats, they come down here, don't know a lick of history, and then they start talking crazy. Start looking at black society like we the problem in American society. Like we got all these opportunities and these intangibles, and then we don't take advantage of them. They be talking like that, and then we don't have equal opportunities just like everybody. There's like a racial hierarchy in this country. The so-called dominant society on top, everybody else, then black society at the bottom. That's just how it is. It's set up. It's set up that way by design. I mean, think about it. Whenever we try to benefit out of these tangibles, by the time we get to them, we just getting the crumbs. It's like black society, no, American society is like a wolf pack. The so-called dominant society is like the alpha. Everybody else is the beta, and then black society, we're like the omega. Like we're the bitch of the pack. We take all the abuse and shit. Even though we put in all the damn work, we don't get the benefit. We gotta wait till everybody else eat, and then by the time we get to eat, ain't nothing but damn crumbs, a little bit of meat left, and then mostly bones. And that's not gonna satisfy us, get us full. I mean, that's how American society is. Yeah, we can get some success. I mean, we can't completely have opportunities stripped away from us, but there be racist ass policies put in place to make shit difficult sometimes, especially in some of these colleges and the farming scene. Is a lot of racism and discrimination against black farmers. They ain't getting none of that tangibles, no tangibles. But the white farmers did, and then some of these same people talking about we're lazy, we don't want to work in these tech jobs and shit. Those are the same people protesting, trying to prevent quote unquote black people, the same people you calling lazy, they calling lazy. They trying to prevent them from going to these upper level colleges like Yale, et cetera, et cetera. Talking about affirming the action, it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's crazy, bro. I already see it. I see how this shit is gonna play out. I see it already, man. Gerontiel, he might just make a video, a longer video explaining this shit. Just another damn chin we got chat. Just in case cats going to get out of pocket. And he was crazy. Like they're getting like $100 million of basically funding to put them on their feet. And really, arguably, they're getting $300 million because Biden talking about giving them 200 million more. So they coming down here, basically immigrants, and they already leapfrogging over Black Americans, people who done been here for generation to generation. You can't make this shit up. People want to say, "Hey, y'all voted for this." Shit, speak for yourself. I ain't vote for Biden. I didn't even vote for Biden. I didn't vote at all, but I didn't vote for Biden. So I'm not gonna take this L. Shit crazy, man. Now see, I got at least 2 viewers, bro. I'm about to leave in about another minute because I don't want to make this real long. I'm basically talking about how they're gonna use these Afghans and put them as a buffer class. So that way it'll be more soldiers for the power structure, the white power structure. They gonna get on board. Most of them are. I mean, they are technically the agent. And let's keep it real. They gon' they gonna get on board, man. A lot of agents they on board with white supremacy. They on board with Uncle Uncle Sam and Aunt Charlie. I mean Aunt Aunt Charlie. I think I don't know if I'm saying it right, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. But this is all I'm going to say, and I'm going to be getting the hell out of here.